Yo, welcome back to the station. Appreciate y'all coming to check us out. We got a new movie I want to talk about called Greenland Migration. And it's starring Gerard Butler. It's part two of the first Greenland that they came out with. I like this one. I didn't like the first one too much, but I like this one. This one's pretty good. I had a stroke about 2 months ago in Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving, and they call it a brain bleed, but by all accounts, it's a stroke. And I'm doing better. I'm way better than I was. I had to do rehab about 3 weeks, and so now everything's back going good. Except my eyes are a little off. It kind of sees double now. So, but they had to put a stent in the back of my head, and that's just what it is at this point. So anyway, the movie Greenland Migration, they basically are in a bunker. And inside this bunker is where they gotta, build themselves up from and get out and try to find, they're looking for a crater. The crater is where civilization is gonna be built again. So they go through about 4 or 5 different locations trying to get there. And at one point they're inside a bunker that sits underground, and that's where they live at. Imagine living underground for 5 years. And then after they leave there, they go, it's Gerard Butler, his wife, and a little 15-year-old kid. And so they leave there and they take a boat. And on the boat, this takes them to London. They believe that London is doing better than America. So they go there and they realize London is underwater, it's not doing better. And along the way, they have to fight off these marauders or insurgents, as they call them, that are trying to steal from them or, take their lives. So it's a really good one. He got to fight a lot of this, and it hits you with all the emotions. It gets sad towards the end because, he doesn't make it. No matter what he does through the movie, he's supposed to be dying because of the way the air quality is, you know what I'm saying? So they get trapped at one point in a war with people they can't see. And they can't see who they fighting, but they know that, they getting shot at, they getting gunned at, so they gotta fight back. And he's on some hero stuff in the movie, so you're gonna like it if you like Gerard Butler. I like Gerard Butler. He played some dope movies. I just watched Den of Thieves a couple days ago, and Den of Thieves 2. So this is second part 2 of another movie. And Greenland is where he's with the family, and he's trying to get them to safety, but he's dying himself because of the air quality. It opens with him being on the outside of the bunker. So you can see that he doing that enough was going to make, him be dying and not have the greatest health. And he got his 15-year-old kid, he got his wife, and they all trying to get away from what's going on with this world makeover, basically. So every place in the world, America, Europe, every place you can go, is you gotta start again. So they trying to do that, but when they get to wherever they going, they getting attacked by people who they don't know. So at one point, he gotta be on some hero stuff. They get a van. They looking for his commander. The commanders end up dead. So he convinced the guy to let him get on the bus to Greenland. To this crater. It's like a meteor crater that they built a civilization in. So that's where he's trying to get to throughout the movie. And finally, when they get there, he ended up dying. And that made it real sad because my family been talking about how it was with me when I was in the hospital and unconscious and didn't know what was going on. Don't have any memory from that moment, you know. And all I remember is going out the day of my stroke and then waking back up. But this time I'm going to the rehabilitation center. I didn't even know about the surgery. I didn't know how it went. I had no memory about it. So, and they put like a little thing in the back of my head. I had to cut my dreadlocks. And so it was like when I saw him die at the end, it made me think, oh, damn, you know, you could have been dead for your family. So that's where it hit hard and hit home for me, watching the movie Greenland Migration. And they named it right because they do have to migrate from one place to the next. And they're trying to make sure that they live, and they got to go across mountains. They got to do everything. And each point they make it to, you see other people dying and not making it, you know. At one point, he had to fight on the bus that was supposed to take them to this crater, you know, like a meteor crater. They built a civilization inside a meteor crater. And they heard about it, but they were trying to make it there. And finally they made it there, but he didn't make it there himself. He ended up dying. And that really hit home for me because, you know, my family been telling me what it's been like to come to the hospital and see me on the bed like that, unconscious, and having to make decisions for my life and my safety. It's scary, you know. So the movie really did hit home with that and my personal experience. So I was just watching Gerard Butler movies. I've been watching them recently. I saw his movie he did, Den of Thieves 2, where he was a cop and he ended up being a snitch cop that did the robbery with Ice Cube's son, and then got everybody locked up. So in this movie, he's with his family, and they got some real tumultuous shit to overcome to try to make sure that they survive this new world order that has to happen. And so to see him play that character and play this character, but in this movie he dies. He don't make it. He don't make it. It seems like he gonna make it, but he don't make it. And they did a good job of making sure he didn't make it, because that hit home, because I almost didn't make it, you know. I'm sitting here right now just doing my first YouTube video, and it's been a journey. It's still a journey because my eye is not perfect, you know. Something I see in double. But I'm continuing to grow and make it, you know what I'm saying, no matter what. And so that's what I liked about the movie, because it hit home about him surviving no matter what, and he had to survive. And so that's what we all got to do. If the worlds we live in today crumble or crash, then the question is going to be, are you going to be able to take care of your loved ones? Can they rely on you? And things of that nature. So that's all I got on this video, man. I just wanted to hit y'all up with that. I want y'all to make sure y'all go and check out that movie and let me know what you think about it in the comment section.